So I brought you outside. I don't have to yell, I'm mic'd. I couldn't find my mic for about 2 weeks because it was stuck inside a wig. And I haven't worn that wig in 2 weeks, so there you go. I need to bring all the characters back out. So this, where I am standing, is a project that you're going to help me with because I love collaboration. I already designed the better part of it right where I stand here. These pots are the entrance doorway here. This is the wee shed. I just love to say it, and I love to type it even more. It's a glass greenhouse that was on the deck. It used to be Igloo 2020. It has evolved. First it went for a ride around the neighborhood, but that was part of its evolution. So that's going to be here. It is a greenhouse. It'll also be a functional space. You'd be amazed. It's a 10 by 12. Of course, I bought the absolute largest size that I could get under the specific bylaws for secondary structures on a property. I went to the absolute maximum size and space with everything because why would I go any less, right? So that is going to be here. This screening here, let's see, can I turn you a little bit? I'm going to turn you just for a second. These last two posts are coming out. And the screening here is coming out because I've decided that this is going to be a barbecue and dining area, and I'm going to have a different water feature. This is the back of the waterfall and the pond. But I am working on a fuel. I want an alternative fuel source, and I've decided to go with algae in combination with what I'm going to be doing with my greenhouse. So there'll be solar. I'm already using solar. Everything back here is solar, but I decided just for fun I'm going to play around with the algae because where we're situated in Medicine Hat is extremely sunny. It's sunny, sunny, sunny all year round. And what I learned from the first year, because I rebuilt our pond last year in springtime, well, not much later than this actually, March, April, and it wasn't long before I realized that this big open pond, left to its own devices, grows algae quite nicely. There's fish in there and everything else now, so it's a very different ecosystem than it was. But the simple fact is, any place that is sunny as consistently as here is bound to produce algae. So, I don't know, I'm curious, and this is how things get figured out. And I started experimenting with algae and dog poop, and you'll see. I know that those of you who live in, our friends back in Australia and stuff, if you've got your own algae and you've got your own dog poop, put it in a bucket and see what happens. It's got to be live algae and fresh dog poop, though. Just FYI. Crap I'm teaching you. Oops, language. So, wee shed there. Pool. Why am I putting in a pool? Well, there are a variety of reasons, but the primary one is when we lived in Australia, the one thing that would get Ruby outside in the sun, because she's extremely photosensitive and she just can't stand daylight, but she would come to the pool with me every day for hours when she is underwater, when she is in water. Those extreme sensory issues they're at bay, they're managed. So that's a huge benefit for her, and for me, my arthritis and my many injuries, there is nothing better than even just running in the water. So yeah, I've not made a final decision on the pool. A friend, Kristen, sent me a really cool link to tank pools. I'll have a look into that. I mean, I love the idea. It's just a matter of what's available to me. I may have to kind of jump off from that idea based on what my research finds. I mean, at the end of the day, I work with what I've got readily available and on hand. So we've got the wee shed, we've got pool there. I will build decking around the pool, seating, you know, benches, because it all overlooks the pond and the waterfall, which I've done some planting last year, so it's really going to be an interesting springtime. There's already heaps there, but there'll be more flowers coming up this year. So what I am curious about, I've got a lot of new friends who are extraordinary engineers all around the world, and you're probably the first resources who might guide me on how I might want to rig up an alternate water feature. I've decided that I want to do some kind of a waterfall feature, but something working with posts, but something that also creates a separate water source where I'm working with algae. It might be unfeasible, but the only way to find out is to try it and to ask the right people. And it's rather handy that I have so many engineers in my own family, let alone friends, so I'm bound to come to the right answer. And those of you who are biotech, you've probably got a lot of answers for me too. Can't wait to find out. At that time of day, everything turns from day to night, because that's when the magic happens here. This is Ruby's special area. It has a cover that we put on it in summer. She's right by the pond, and she especially loves that the shed has a door that opens at the top or the bottom. I'm gonna have a lot of fun with that soon. See, I'm excited because I'm not far off from working in the garden again.